in order for you to integrate sine squared of x, or cos squared of x, you need to make use of these identities. Sine squared equals this thing, cos squared equals this thing. So for you to integrate, sine squared of x, you would put this into here. So it really boils down to you integrating this, which is easier than integrating this. And for you to integrate cos squared of x, you need to make use of this identity, so you would put this into here. So you integrating cos squared is the same as you integrating this thing. So in this video we're going to illustrate why this thing equals this and why this equals this. Okay, we're not going to actually integrate it. We are just going to show that this equals this and this equals this. So to show that, we've already seen these identities, so I'm expecting you to know this. I've already done videos on this. Okay, so to show that this equals this, we would make use of this identity here. So imagine you have a circle radius 1, and this angle here is alpha, this angle here is beta. So alpha, beta. So when you cos one angle plus another, that's really you taking the cos or the combination of the two, which turns out to be this length here. So so for us to show this equals this, we would make these two angles to be the same as each other. So we would consider this. We would consider that alpha is the same as beta. So let's just call this angle x, then this angle x. So what we're saying is that these two angles are the same. So when you consider a scenario where the two angles are the same, so this would be x, this would be x. So really x, so really that would be x plus x, which would be cos 2x, would be the same as cos of x times, well, beta is also x, so that would be cos of x. So that means it's cos squared of x. And then you minus, and then this would be x, this would be x, meaning sine squared of x. So that would then take us to here. Okay, so to see why this equals this, we would make use of this. That would then take us to here, and then I'm expecting you to know this. So when you have a circle radius 1, this is sine of x, cos of x. So using Pythagoras, that will give you this. You must know this by now. Okay, so currently we are here. Currently we are here. So for you to understand cos squared, for you to understand sine squared, eliminate this cos. So hang on, so from here minus sine squared from both sides, that will then give you this. So for you to eliminate cos squared, we would put this into here. So this whole thing here will then become this. So now you got minus sine squared, minus sine squared, that would be minus 2 sine squared. And remember, we're trying to understand sine squared. We're trying to understand this sine squared here. So add 2 sine squared to both sides, that will then give us this. Now take away this from both sides, that will then give us this, and then divide both sides by 2, so that will then give us this. So that's why sine squared of x is the same as this thing here. So now for us to understand cos squared of x, so hang on. So for us to understand why cos squared of x equals this, again, make use of this. Let the two angles be the same. Hang on. Make use of this. Let the two angles be the same. So let's just say this is x and x. So alpha is the same as beta. So that would be cos 2x, so that would be cos 2x, and this would be xx. So basically this was where we were before, but this time we want to understand cos squared. If you want to understand cos squared, then eliminate sine. Okay, so looking at this, which I'm expecting you to know by heart, I'm expecting you to know this by heart. So to eliminate, because you're trying to understand cos, let's eliminate sine squared. So sine squared equals this. So let's put this into sine squared. So that will then give us this thing here. So we are currently here. So now that would be minus 1 plus cos squared. So well, tidy this whole thing here. That will then give us this thing here. And then we're trying to isolate cos squared. So add 1 to both sides, divide by 2. So that will then give us this. So that's why cos squared of x equals this. Okay.